We light this chalice to honor the holy in this community. We light this chalice as a symbol of our connection to each other and to all humanity. In this time of darkness, teamwork. We also light this chalice in honor of may this light guide us to greater understanding, deeper compassion, and pervasive love.
And teamwork. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Miami on this lovely, cool Christmas Eve. I'm the Reverend Tom Capo, the minister here, and my pronouns are he, him, and his. And up here with me is Carly Blosky, who's our Director of Religious Education, and Alex Koliitzi, our music director, and of course, our pianist, Joseph Toledo, who we'll hear wonderful things this evening from him. As Unitarian Universalists, we hold that there are many spiritual paths to truth and meaning, and we support one another as we explore these various paths. And we welcome you all tonight to join us in this journey. Christmas is a Christian holy day, an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, the central figure of Christianity. In the story of Jesus' birth that is found in the Christian Bible in a number of books, we hear about Joseph taking his pregnant wife to his hometown of Bethlehem to be registered. The king had decided that everyone needed to be registered. And when they reached the town, all the inns were full. And the story goes that they had to stay in a small barn behind an inn. But something wonderful happened that night. A child was born. And Mary, his mother, named him Jesus. In the story, we hear of angels singing, of shepherds gathering, of magi bringing gifts to the child, of an evil ruler, Herod, trying to kill the child. My friends, nobody really knows for sure when Jesus was born or what the circumstances were. Indeed, there is nothing factually known about his birth or early life. We also know that much of our Christmas traditions come from pagan sources. Greenery, present giving, even the day of the holiday comes from pagan sources. We may say without hesitation that all we have of Christmas is legend and custom. Thus, at Christmas, we're asked to relax the factual in search of another kind of truth. Truth that speaks to the heart as well as the mind. Our question is not what really happened on Christmas, but what do or can these stories and customs mean to us today?
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. It's been a while. Please join me in our first hymn of the evening. The words are projected up there. You also have hymnals scattered around everywhere. This is number 246, O Little Town of Bethlehem.
Still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in thy dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of are met in thee tonight, for Christ is born of Mary and gathered all above. While mortals sleep, the angels keep their watch of wandering love. O morning stars together proclaim the holy birth. Let praises ring from God, they bring goodwill
Hello. Oh, yay, everything's working so far. Now is the portion of our evening that I invite the young and young at heart to gather here on the steps for a little story that I think is sweet but also very fitting for our values here at UU Miami in its moral of inclusivity, of course with a little bit of humor. This is called Wombat Divine, written by Mem Fox. It was the week before Christmas. Wombat loved Christmas. He loved the carols and the candles, the presents and the pudding. But most of all, he loved the nativity play. For as long as he could remember, Wombat had wanted to be in the nativity. Now, at last, he was old enough to take part. So, with his heart full of hope and his head full of dreams, he hurried along to the auditions. His friends were already there. Emu was bossing and fussing, as per usual. "Now, let's get started," she said. "Who'd like to be the Archangel Gabriel?" "I would," said Wombat. But he was too heavy to be the Archangel Gabriel. Does it look like he's making it up there? Maybe not so much. Bilby was chosen instead. Bilby patted Wombat on the back. "Never mind, Wombat. Don't lose heart. Why not try out for a different part?" "What a good idea," said Emu. "Now, who'd like to be Mary?" "I would," said Wombat. How do you think that's going? Is that working out for him? Yes, says no. But he was too big to be Mary. It looks like he's kind of fallen off of the donkey. Numbot was chosen instead. Numbot stroked Wombat's nose. There, Wombat. Don't lose heart. Why not try out for a different part?" "Right," said Emu. "Now, who'd like to be one of the three kings?" What do you think Wombat said? "I would." But he was too short to be a king. Looks like he's kind of tripping over the king's robe there. The kangaroos were chosen instead. The kangaroos put their arms around Wombat. "Cheer up, Wombat. Don't lose heart. Why not try for a different part?" And Wombat tried everything. He wanted to be Joseph, but he was too sleepy. He wanted to be the innkeeper, but he was too clumsy. He wanted to be one of the shepherds, but he was too short-sighted. And then there were no parts left. Wombat hung his head and hoped he wouldn't cry. Suddenly, Bilby leaped into the air. "I know," he shouted. "You could be the baby Jesus." "Could I?" said Wombat. "Could I really?" "Of course you could," said Emu. "Fancy my forgetting such an important part. A nativity without the baby Jesus would be no nativity at all." Wombat was dizzy with pride. Christmas Eve arrived at last. Everyone was nervous except for Wombat. He lay quietly and still through the whole performance. He even fell asleep, just as a real baby would. On Christmas Day, when everyone was opening presents and eating pudding, they all agreed that it had been the
nativity ever. You were divine, Wombat, said Emu. And Wombat beamed. The end. There we go. We have the three kangaroos. That's the word I was looking for.
Our next hymn this evening is number 231 in your gray hymnal. This is Angels We Have Heard on High. The words may be different than what you're used to in the past, and the words will be projected right up there for you. Please join me if you'd like.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why these songs of happy cheer? What great brightness did you see? What glad tidings did you hear? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. See him in a manger laid, whom the angels praise above. Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while we raise our hearts in love. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
You know, I just love singing those Christmas hymns, bringing back so many memories. You know, think about the story of Jesus and his birth. You know, it's a very good story. But I wonder as you think about the story of the baby and of the the kings, the magi, the Herod, the king trying to kill the baby. I mean, there's so many pieces to that story. And one of the things that happens for me as I think about that story, but as with many stories, is how does that story relate to who I am and who other people are in the world today? For we know there will always be Herods in the world, petty people in large palaces, murderers of dreams, and there is always and always will be a little Herod in all of us, scribbling decrees on a map of the heavens. And there always will be magi in the world, kings, followers of a tiny spark, those who will go to the end of the earth for wonder. And there will always be a little magi in all of us, making us a little wiser in our dreams than we know. And there will always be shepherds in the world, holy caretakers of little ones whose service is interrupted by song. And there will always be a little shepherd in all of us, bearers of heart treasure for the parents of the world. And there will always be angels, vast armies of those whose only power is to sing and praise the night's manifold courage. And there's always a little angel in all of us, shining and singing our hearts out for new life. And the time will come, and there will be birth, and there will be angels, and there will be shepherds, and love will be there too.
Our next song is number 225, O Come, Emmanuel. We will sing verses 1, 2, and 3.
O come, Emmanuel, and with your captive children dwell. Give comfort to all exiles here, and to the aching heart bid cheer. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come within us, love to dwell. O come, you splendor very bright, as joy that never yields to might. O come and turn all hearts to peace, that greed and war at last shall cease. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come within us, truth to dwell. O come, you dayspring, come and cheer our spirits by your presence here, and dawn in every broken soul as vision that can see the whole. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come within us, light to dwell.
I offer this reading from Reverend Maureen Killoran. And there are other meanings of Christmas that have become culturally attached to this story of a child born thousands years ago. For 'tis the season, whatever that means for you. 'Tis the season of advertisers run amok and ambitions amplified beyond belief, of Martha Stewart moments mixed with desert island dreams, when even the most dedicated holiday hopper admits perfection isn't possible, and good enough is how the season ought to be. 'Tis this season of post-inebriated Santas blocking with consumer guilt the way one too many holiday mad stores, when glad tidings of busyness keep us from the news that nostalgia ain't what it was, when we deal with the gap between what we should be doing and what is possible in the reality of today. The season when all the dreams you've ever dreamed of being but aren't return, reminding you of what you once could be. For all this and more, I say to you and to me. This is the season for generosity of spirit, for giving of the heart without counting the cost, for forgiving those who are not here or not here as we would need, for gentleness with self and others, for hope that love in presence or in memory will pay a healing call, for conviction that the way you greet each dayspring is what matters after all. Blessings, and may this holiday season bring for you and yours joy and peace. But I wonder about what meaning of this Christmas holiday comes up for you on this dark and cold time of year. Are you looking for hope? They told me that when Jesus was born, a star appeared in the heavens above the place where the young child lay. When I was very young, I had no trouble believing in wondrous things. I believed in the star. It was a wonderful miracle, part of a long ago story foretelling an uncommon life. They told me a supernova appeared in the heavens in its dying burst of fire. When I was older and believed in science and reason, I believed the story of the star explained. I found I was unwilling to give up the star, fitting symbol for the birth of one whose uncommon life has been long remembered. The star explained became the star understood for Jesus, for Buddha, for Zarathustra. Why not a star? Some bright star shines somewhere in the heavens each time a child is born. Who knows what it may foretell? Who knows what uncommon life may yet again unfold if we but give it a chance?
Our next song is number 245, Joy to the World. We'll sing verses 1 and 2.
Joy to the word is come. Let earth with praises ring. Let every heart prepare a room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, now gladness reigns. Let hearts their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plain repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy.
You guys are a pretty good choir.
She wants some choir members. So, that's right. All right. You know, this is a time of the year when we have night that lasts a little longer. And one of the things about night is it's an opportunity for reflection, time to look within and to consider, you know, the meaning of this time of year for us and how to live that in the world. So I want to invite you into a time of prayer or meditation, a reflection. You might take a deep breath and just turn your attention inside and just hold that space and notice what stirs within you as I share this prayer. Not gold, nor myrrh, nor even frankincense would I have for you this season, but simple gifts, the ones that are hardest to find, the ones that are perfect, even for those who have everything, if such there be. I would, if I could, have for you the gift of courage, the strength to face the gauntlets only you can name, and the firmness in your heart to know that you, yes, you, can be a bearer of quiet dignity that is the human glorified. I would, if I could, by my intention make it happen, have for you the gift of connection, the sense of standing on the hinge of time, touching past and future, standing with certainty that you, yes, you, are the point where it all comes together. I would, if wishing so could make it so, have for you the gift of community. Like here, for instance, a nucleus of love and challenge to convince you in your soul that you, yes, you, are a source of light in a world that seems like believes only in the dark. Not gold, not myrrh, nor even frankincense would I have for you this season, but simple gifts, the ones that are hard to find, the ones that are perfect, even for those who have everything, if such there be. Amen. Blessed be. Ashe.
For those of you at home watching our service, I invite you to take out your smartphone, open the camera app, and point it at our QR code. It will open up to the UU Miami donation page, or you can go to uumiami.org and click on our donate button. Those of you present with us, there will be a basket passed around for your donation, or you too can join in the QR code fund. The offering this evening will be for the Ministerial Discretionary Fund. This fund serves members of this faith community who may be going through a difficult time and in need of some help. You might wonder who they are. It might be the person sitting next to you tonight, or it might one day be you. This offering is a blessing to this community, and we invite you to give generously. Thank you.
just wow. That it really is. Tomorrow we won't have a service here, but next week, January 1st, we'll have our fire communion for those of you who wish to enter the new year with a sense of letting go and setting intentions for what might be for you in 2023. This is one of my favorite Christmas readings. It's by Howard Thurman. He's a activist, minister, not Unitarian, but I think from the words that he says, it's certainly a universal feeling about this time of year that I leave you with as we move toward the end of our service today. And so he wrote, "When the songs of the angels are stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the kings and princes are home, when the shepherds are back with their flock, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace among all people, to make music in the heart." I hope you carry these feelings away with you this evening, and that you have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a peaceful human light for those humanists out there, a joyful solstice. May all of your holidays and holy days bring you joy this year, and may you bring joy to others.
I read this. Great. To end our service today, we will light our candles. If you don't have a candle, they're at the back. If you would like one, please go grab one. Please light your candles like this. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Got it? Makes sense. Reverend Tom and Carly will come out and help everybody. You want to wait a little bit before everybody's candles are lit? Sure. Yeah. For those watching the live stream, please, oh, did yours go out? Sorry, car. Walk slowly, tread lightly. Oh. You're not doing great up here. There we go. Those of you on the live stream, please feel free to grab a candle yourself. Everybody's passing along. This ritual, as you pass, reminds us that the light of hope is not a single flame that shines in this dark time of the year. Our flame mingles with others, bringing the light of hope and love to us and to all we meet. We will sing Silent Night. The words will be projected on the screen. When the singing is done, you are invited to turn around and wish each other a happy holiday.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, from yon virgin mother and child. love's pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face. With the dawn of redeeming grace, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Jesus, Lord, at thy birth.
As Alex said, I hope that you take a moment to reach out to one another and wish each other a happy holiday and holy day. And I hope that you find meaning, ritual, this season, something that brings you joy and peace in your hearts. Go in peace, my friends.